I didn't see you there. But your timing is perfect. I was just about to dive into this big pink box from a company called Beauty Pie. Actually, they just reached out to me and they were like, hey, have you ever tried our stuff? And I was like, no. And they were like, would you like to? And I was like, yes. And they asked if I would do a sponsored unboxing and makeup application on my channel and share it with you guys. And I, of course, obliged. This is a brand, Beauty Pie, that you guys have actually asked me about a lot lately. I think that this is full of makeup. I have not even opened it yet. It smells nice. So I think there are some other things in there too. And I think we'll do like a full look if we can with whatever's in here. I mean, I'm feeling cute, but I think we can improve on it, you know? So yeah, let me move you guys in and we can hop on into this big pink box together. Shall we? Now, like I said, I'm pretty new to this concept, but I do want to clarify that this is not a subscription box. This is a membership-based company. The annual membership is $59. It grants you access to be able to shop all of this stuff at these like awesomely low prices. So, you know, I have heard really good things about the quality of these products. They partner with a lot of manufacturers that also make a lot of the, you know, super high-end stuff that you're accustomed to paying a whole lot of money for. And you guys know I'm a fan of that business model of giving you access to, you know, lower prices to shop what you want. So they have skincare, makeup, hair care, fragrance, body care, and supplements. So they describe it like Netflix, you know, like a streaming service essentially for beauty, which is very cool. So we will dive into more of like those details later on in the video, but I'm just psyched to open this thing up. Happiness is Beauty Pie. The whole idea of Beauty Pie is that you are getting a bigger piece of the beauty pie, but I was thinking like cutie pie, you know? Like, girl, I don't get cute, I get drop dead gorgeous. At Beauty Pie, our mission is to deliver the absolute best in beauty nonstop at prices so amazing, even a splurge is a steal. Eco-friendly inks, cruelty-free, clean beauty, recycled board. I'm telling you, something smells real good in here. All right, so first impression, the packaging is beautiful. It is luxurious as anything else that I have, you know, it's just very nice, heavy packaging. So this is an under eye corrector, and this is a blush. They come in the same tub. Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil in what appears to be a, you know, nice neutral, rusty color. This is something called the Future Lipstick Luxe Shine. And and I have it in the shade Naked Pink. Oh, well, of course it smells like vanilla. So that's gorgeous. It looks like House of Siage. Like, that's exactly what that looks like to me. Now, I do want to clarify that they're very specific about the fact that they're not creating dupes. Like, they might use some of the same manufacturers, but these are not intended to be dupes. They are original products. Like, Beauty Pie makes their own formulas and stuff. Archology Eyebrow Sculpting Gel. You guys know I'm quite discerning about my brow products, so we'll give that a whirl. This is the Wonder Color Cream Shadow Stick in the shade Brazilianaire. All right, you got me with the puns, guys. I know, it's a cheap shot with me. Oh my gosh, it's like this perfect neutral taupey pewter sort of shade. I'm already getting a vision of how this is gonna look on me, so I think I have another one of those. Yeah, this is a Watercolor Cream Stick this is in Little Star. Yeah, ooh, beautiful, beautiful. It's that same kind of like silicone-y feeling, not greasy feeling, is like the Thrive sticks and like a caviar stick. What else? Glow All Super Powder Face Palette. I can't wait to look at the prices on these. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. There's nothing drugstore feeling about this, okay? Absolutely no shade on drugstore, but this feels like luxury beauty. Okay, so are these creams? It said powder, but they look like they have this beautiful finish on them. That's kind of a blush bronzer highlighter palette. Whoa, whoa, what is this? Super Healthy Skin Hot Oil Double Cleansing Balm. I am a cleansing balm junkie. I love them. I love a really, really good gentle cleanse. You know, taking something balmy and just rubbing it on your face after a long day of your makeup just like sitting there. It's a nice feeling. Holy macaroni, that's enormous. Is that glass? I think it's glass. It's so heavy. Let's see, does it smell like anything? Very, very, very faintly. It's pleasant. But I don't think that there's a scent. So this looks like a, you know, just a regular cleansing balm. It says directions, grape size amount, dry palms, warm to soften, gradually add water until it breaks into a milk. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's exactly the words I use every single time. I'm like, if it doesn't break down into a milk, I don't want it. So we shall see. All in Wonder Illuminating Primer. I'm glad I opened all of these before I put them on because I would have gotten them out of order. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at this packaging. It's like a little bit hollow, or I guess duochrome. Very satisfying to look at. This is just a whole different world for me, you know? I had never really, I mean, I've heard here and there, like my sister or my friends or something, they'll be like, this one makeup item or this one skincare product is just knock it out of the park from Beauty Pie. And I'm like, but don't I have to pay a membership? But like the membership is so low. Today we're going to find out, you know, exactly how many of these products I love. Okay, so here is the Perfect Contour Highlight Brush. Contour and highlight brush. And then the last thing, and I'm pretty sure this is what smells so good. Oh man, this smells like a dude. So this is a candle. Yeah. A crush of green basil and licorice milk mixed into balsam fir, guaiac wood, I'm trying to read sideways, honey, and a seductive vanilla musk. Wow. This is called Bahia de Mil. It is very luxurious smelling. It's got that like musky leather thing to it. Fire. Well, we will just let that sit behind me. Actually, I'm gonna move it so that I don't accidentally light my hair on fire. So I'm gonna put that way back there. Oh, you can see it. That's good. Cool, excellent. All right. Let's get down to business, shall we? We're going to start with this. Actually, let's do this first. This is the cleansing balm, and I'm just gonna put that on the swatches that I just did. I'm gonna get a towel. Aw, that candle adds such a nice ambiance, doesn't it? A little ambiance. Yes, ma'am and sir, and they. Is there a pronoun for ma'am and sir for they? There needs to be. Dunzo. Dunzo, Washington. Yep, that is dreamy. I love that a lot. Very cool, Beauty Pie. We're off to a roaring start. I'm gonna do like a lightning round at the end where I just throw the prices at you. So we're gonna start with the All-in-One Illuminating Primer. Ooh. No scent. Be nice. That actually has enough pigment to it that I could use it as a foundation. You know me, I'm not necessarily like always here for full coverage, so that's enough slip and enough blurring that I could just put concealer right on top of it. And you know what? I just might. Just a really, really lovely luminosity, some hydration, and blurring on my pores, which is nice. And it does have a little tiny bit of a tint to it. That's like a little bit like beige gold. So that's nice. That is a full ounce, actually 1.01 fluid ounces. We're gonna go with just a little concealer here. I've been having some skin indiscretions lately, and also I've just been very fidgety. I even caught myself as I was editing a video yesterday, I like caught myself in my footage as I'm putting my primer on hunting. You guys know what I'm talking about with hunting? Like you're touching your face and then you just like feel something that you want to mash. I caught myself on camera doing it. Like, come on, Kackie. Oh, that's right. And we can use the brightening corrector underneath my eyes. Yeah, I need that. So let's do that. A lot of times when I'm doing a really low coverage face of makeup, I will use an under eye brightening corrector or like a pink color corrector of some kind instead of concealer, because you can totally do that. Yep. That is really lovely. It's a little bit stiffer and less greasy than the Becca one, but it has the same illuminating effect and it is still hydrating. Like my skin really likes that, so that's really nice. Yeah. Yes. Especially since that concealer was so close to my skin tone, like it's not exactly brightening, so I can use this to brighten where I need it. You know, we're not looking for perfection, just kind of trying to control how the light interplays with my skin. Easy peasy. We're gonna start with the powders. I think that that's probably the best way to go, and then we will kind of just dab the creams on top, and that's gonna bring back the skin finish. So, grab a brush here. Well, I would typically start with bronzer. I like these blush colors though, like a good rosy blush and then also a nice bright kind of coral. So this is the bronzer. These are Highlight Cool Beams. The bronzer is in Buddha Bronze. The blush is in Super Juju, and the other blush is in Fever Peach. Love a pun. It's actually not like stamping, which is wonderful. And you guys saw I don't have any foundation on or anything. So the tackiness of my skin could easily have like invited that if it had so decided, but no, it's actually super, super subtle. That's a lovely formula. That's actually really, really nice. You guys have seen bronzers go sideways for me, and it usually happens right away. Yeah, this is also really blurring. Like it has a lovely finish on the skin, like super, super fine mineral finish. All right, well, let's go with this rosy blush. Same brush. See, it's not there. It's just really easy to work with. It's a great formula. And I like that this is, even though it's a 4-pan palette, it's big enough. I'm gonna tuck this behind my ears for the moment. It's big enough that I can still get like a pretty darn huge brush in there. Especially when you're putting on a like lightweight face of makeup, you wanna kind of do it fast, you know? So I usually go in with pretty large tools when I'm doing stuff like this. I am gonna try and leave a little room to finish with cream, but like that's great. That's super easy. I would use that any day because it's like I can do it mindlessly. There's something so much to be said for like knowing that you can just throw something on without really thinking about it. Like that really, I really can't express to you guys like, okay, I guess what I'm saying is like, look at that blush on my finger and like the way that it swatches, it's so blurred. Super, super blurred. And I think that's what makes it so easy to work with. I mean, it is a wild consistency. It's really, really interesting. It's almost, I don't know. It's got something creamy to it. I don't know. It's cool. I've never used a blush that feels like that. So I'm going in with the rosier one, really piling that on. And I'm also going to, for the sake of science, go with our coral friend here, Fever Peach. But I feel like these are very ideal for watercoloring. They're very sheer. It's actually interesting too that something could be really blurring, but also it's not giving me a whole lot of like coverage. So I still feel like it's a no makeup kind of look. I could just go nuts. Yeah, that is mindless in the best way possible. I'll swatch the highlighter for you guys, but I want to use the highlighting wand. So I'm gonna steer clear of that for the moment, but I might use this like on my eyes too. Oh, that's right, they gave me a brush. This is for like contouring and stuff. So, you know, it would be like for more control with this. So that's great for that. Absolutely. It's a synthetic brush, but the shape is just right. And then this little guy is for your highlight. So, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. She says that she just like puts it on. You know what? I'm going to do eyes first because I'm excited about it. That's why. We're gonna start with this deeper one. The shade was Brazilianaire. Yes, that is very, very, very cool toned. I'm probably going to layer the other one on top of it because this is more of a crease shade for me. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and blend her in. Might just be a fingers thing. I think it's a fingers thing. Yep. That formula commits though. Like it's nice, it's very, very smooth right when you're putting it on and then you can kind of feel it start to dry down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to throw a little bit of Little Star on my lids and kind of up here and see if that kind of warms it up a little bit. That, what was that called? Brazilianaire? very, very cool toned. So not a one and done for me necessarily, but very useful as a cool toned kind of contour shade for my eyes. But since this is a little bit, you know, overall shimmery, I'm also going to use a little bit of the bronzer from this palette and put that in my crease to just balance the way that the light is hitting those textures. And also, that bronzer is a little bit warmer, so I feel like it'll pull it together. Like, so far so good, guys. I'm into it. I'm gonna use my pencil brush here in there, highlight my inner corner. It's very easy, like you guys see, if this is the first time that I'm ever using this, the fact that it's this effortless is, I mean, that goes a long way with me. It means that there's like zero learning curve. We're missing all the details. We've done all of the blurry things on my face and I haven't done eyeliner or mascara or my brows or anything, so it all just looks kind of mushy. So I know that we have a brow product here. Is it a color? No, it is clear. So let me pencil my brows in really fast. I think I might have gone a little overboard. Okay, first I want to say that it is starting to smell incredibly luxurious in this room, okay? This is a crowd pleaser. Like, it just kind of has a little bit of everything that everybody likes. The evergreen, the spiciness, the musk, the vanilla, and it's not too much of anything. It's very balanced. It's not giving me a headache. So here we go, guys. I want hold. Are we gonna get hold? I also love a long wand. That's actually really nice. It's like, I don't know. Please excuse me. Just realizing like how often I have a moment. It's kind of like my mother and all of her like Virgo tendencies. I'm like, Mom, you worry too much. She's like, think about all the things I don't say out loud. She's like, 90% of it stays in my head. Like, think of, that's my craziness. Like 90% of it is still inside my head. Oh yeah. Especially the kind of like dumb job I did on my eyebrows with the pencil. This is actually like making order from that chaos pretty well, but I want to see how it dries. And like, if I try and go in for another coat, am I going to get hold? Am I going to get resistance? Like, can I get a good soap brow out of it? Because like I said, I'm very discerning. So we'll let that dry for a second. Let's go Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand here. I've never tried a product like this. I've never tried one in this delivery system. It's so puffy. Eee! These kinds of things thrill me, but then again, I'm easily thrilled. So I think you squeeze it. Meep, 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 meep. This is why I hardly ever do first impressions, guys. It's because they're frankly embarrassing for me. Hello? Oh, don't be me. There's an on and off switch. Hey, there we go. Yeah, not nearly as difficult as I was trying to make it. So that's beautiful. Do we put it directly on my, do we put it directly on my skin? Yes. She's cute. She's cute. I need to tweeze my eyebrows. Like, highlight like any kind of shimmery eyeshadow or whatever is just gonna accentuate that. That is not the makeup's fault. Yes, I'm a goddess. That's actually like really wearable. Put a little bit of that there, a little bit of that there. Yeah, yep, yeah, that's nice. That's actually really, really nice. Look at that. The thing I'm starting to notice about all of their stuff is that it all, like all the makeup has a phenomenal blurring quality to it that's super, super good for not accentuating texture. That is, whew, look at that. That's what I call a classy highlight, okay? Okay, for the love of God, I'm going to put on some eyeliner and mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, that is so much better, isn't it? We have given these brows more than ample time to dry, but I'm gonna try for another coat and see what happens. I would call this more of a grooming brow gel than like a soap brow, convince your brows to do something other than what their nature is kind of brow product. You know, this is not Refi, but it's also not Refi in the sense that it's not going to like, it's not getting gluey and flaky on me. But if you have brows that you want like laminated, it is not going to do that. All right, cream blush. You guys know, just like tomatoes being my favorite food, doesn't mean I like all tomatoes, you know? I like the best tomatoes. So doesn't mean I like all blushes just because I love blush. Ooh, okay. That is beautifully, actually, richly pigmented. Like it's making a nice little dibbity dab situation on the back of my hand. That is the scientific term. It's also kind of a cool leaning rose color. I think it's going to be just right here. Oh yeah, very pigmented. I would say that would show up on just about anybody. So, you know, this might be very much a fingers blush, if that's your thing. You know, if you're looking for something that is low effort with fingers because it is pigmented enough that just a little bit goes a long way, that's more what this is. But it's like, what does it remind me of? Kind of reminds me of Tata Harper, right? Which is like $40 a jar. So I think that I'm preparing myself to have my mind blown on these prices. That's all. I haven't looked yet. Man, wow, that really pulled it together. Again, that color is Bare Blush and I'm into it. Like that's super cute. I'm like feeling very Snow Bunny-ish at the moment. That's just a lot of little tweaks and enhancements that all come together to make something that's like greater than the sum of its parts. All right, let's do this. Another lovely smelling product. Vanilla, you always have me. Yep. Liquid lip balm. Oh guys, liquid lip balm. We're talking M Cosmetics, Rowan, Fit Glow. It's right up there. It's not exactly the same. It definitely has its own formula and its own little like spin on that formula, but nourishing and not sticky and just so nice looking. I will say on me, it is basically clear, even though it looks kind of like a brown nude, but like daggum. And even though this lipstick isn't what I ended up going with in the final look, I did want to show it to you guys on the application of it and everything. I absolutely adore this formula. It's really high shine and it is very evenly pigmented. It's super nourishing in its formula and the color shocked me. I cannot usually wear pink, but this worked great on me, like shockingly well. So that is the vibe, guys. I feel beautiful. Can I just say, and no one has authorized me saying this, a company takes on a pretty big risk when they ask somebody to do a full face of first impressions, because I'm going to call them like I see them. I genuinely feel like really, really pretty in this face of makeup right now. Let's do the thing we've all been kind of waiting for, right? I don't know what the prices are on these things, so let's go lightning round. All in Wonder Tinted Illuminating Primer, $7.78. Super Luminous Under Eye Genius, $8.52. Hold your applause. Glow All Super Powder Face Palette, typical price $50. The membership price is $17.13. Super Cheek Cream Blush, typical price $30. Members pay $9.89. Comes in a lot of colors too. Kackie, stop it. Moving on. Okay, Elastic Powder Blush. That's what I want to know. I'm sorry, guys. My attention span for these things. Silky Weightless Skin Hugging Deluxe Cheek Color. That formula on the palette that they sent is wild. I cannot put a fine enough point on it. Skin hugging is such a good way to put it. It does something really, really wild and blurring on the skin. It really isn't like any other blush formula, powder blush formula that I've ever used. So I need to make this concise. I could go deep dive on each one of these products and I'm gonna try not to do that. Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand. Typical price, $30. I've seen it for more than that. Members pay $6.95. What? Ooh, they have an eyeshadow primer. The Archology Tinted Eyebrow or non-tinted eyebrow. Typical price $30, members pay $9.02. The Wonder Color Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick, of which I used 2. Typical price $28, members pay $5.84 each. Wow. Future Lipstick Luxe Shine. Typical price $30. Members pay $9.61. Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil. Typical price $30. Members pay $7.58. Did I miss anything? The brush? Oh, I also need to know the candle price. Okay. Typical price, $45. Members pay $9.35. Ooh, they have a lot of candles. They have a lot of candles. We love candles. Bahia de Miel candle. I'm gonna pick up something that's on fire. Not something I typically do. Typical price, $60. Members pay $19.08. Oh man. It's really nice. It's really nice without beating you over the head with it. And finally, I'm dying to know because take the day off is crazy expensive. So let's see. God, they have so much skincare. Beauty Pie Super Healthy Skin Hot Oil Double Cleansing Balm is a typical price of $50 and members pay $14.87. That is the same price as the other one that I use. That is, I think, less product than this, so. We've got a contender. Okay, so I think I can now feel prepared enough to give you guys my final thoughts as it pertains to a first impressions, you know, of this wealth of products that was sent to me by Beauty Pie. I have to admit, I kind of come into these things thinking like, it's probably too good to be true. A lot of times when it's these like all-in-one in-house kind of companies, they don't do everything right. I can say that everything that I put on my face today is exquisitely executed, like really, really well done. And you guys know I'm a packaging junkie. All of the packaging is as luxurious as I would expect if I were paying those like suggested retail prices that they have, you know, listed on the website. And all that in mind, the actual prices after the membership are like bonkers. Like that's the only word I really have for them. They're just kind of amazing. And so to me, like what this really feels like, if I'm kind of thinking through the business model, it's like taking luxury formulas and making them accessible to just about everybody. I mean, sure, $59 is still money, but if you're a beauty junkie, you're paying $5 a month in shipping anyway from somebody, you know? And that's also with the prestige prices at whatever store you're shopping at. This is definitely a savings. And I can vouch for the quality of these formulas and the fact that like every single one of them either performed as well as anything that I have that's comparable to it, like in the actual product style, or in some cases it was like something I've never used before and in a really good way. I would say that my top products out of this, I mean, first of all, this, because I have tried so many that set my expectations and they were wildly overblown. So this being the price that it is, under $15, and getting so much product, you get 3.38 fluid ounces, and it really, really works. It really works. Like it was just like lickety split off my skin, fantastic, and no scent, no nothing. A luxurious product to interact with, absolutely. This formula is phenomenal. It's the weirdest, coolest, most incomparable like blush powder formula I've used in a long time. It's super cool. This, not because I've never used anything like it, but because it's just as good, if not better, than the other liquid lip balms that I've used. Very, very nourishing, and I mean, I don't know if it's plumping, but it looks voluminous, you know, it's really shiny, and it's super duper affordable, and it's got that really lovely, like no sticky type texture to it. Really phenomenal. This candle, dialed in. It feels like someone who really likes candles developed these candles. I mean, it's just this super rich bouquet of different smells. It's not like 3 notes. It's like a really balanced bouquet of a bunch of different notes, and it's wonderful. And it's not overpowering. Like this is not a very big room, and I'm not getting a headache, and I would tell you. The cream blush is a lot of fun. Again, reminds me of Tata Harper, which is like high praise. You know, those are really, really beautiful blushes. I think that when I first got into like buying a ton of cream blushes, that was like my favorite formula that I had ever used. And then I really, really like these. You know, this has always been one of my favorite kind of formulas, and we're not having any creasing, you know, which is really cool. I didn't even put like a foundation on, it was just that primer. So it could easily have been too slippy and made something like this very quickly crease, and it's not creasing. So yeah, I would say that these are very, very comparable to those other ones that I was talking about earlier. The, you know, the other stick eyeshadows that I really love. Very, very excellent. And they gave me a code for you guys. So with your membership, if you use the code KACKIESENTME, you'll get $10 off your order, which is basically it's like a free product, right? So yeah, I want to thank Beauty Pie again for sponsoring this video, for sending me a bunch of stuff that I feel like was very personally curated towards my particular style of doing makeup, but that also is, I don't want to get it twisted. That's the beauty of this, is that you can shop on your own. It's not a curated box where they're sending you a bunch of stuff that you may or may not like every month and it's like a mystery. It's literally just like a private shopping club for beauty and home fragrance and, you know, wellness and supplements and everything. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. Let me know any other Beauty Pie products that you guys want me to review in the future. And maybe we'll do like a side-by-side at some point, kind of comparing it to other things in my collection if that's valuable for you. I would love to do stuff like that going forward. This is just a really, really unique business model, and I don't feel like it's a gimmick. It feels like the real thing. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this and found it valuable, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.